What's up, everybody? What's going on? Hopefully, you guys can hear me. As always, first one's in the comments. Please let me know. One of the biggest challenges to, being a tournament director and running these things all over, the place is basically trying to find good Wi-Fi to do these lives. So Steve Owens and other people know what I'm talking about. I'm here at a bed and breakfast, beautiful bed and breakfast place here called the Wither Up House in downtown Franklin, Pennsylvania. So I hope you guys are having a great day out there. Had a great day. It was a beautiful day out there. Eli, thank you, man. You can hear me? Cool. We were driving around, getting some cool drone shots. My family came in. We just got some food at Haggerty's here and ice cream. And just played a little bit over there at Orr. But anyway, it looks like you guys are all coming on now live with me. So we got 8 or 10 people here on now. So I guess I'll get this thing started. Recap today's action, and it was action packed, and I mean right off the bat, it was pretty incredible. So first of all, before we get into that, I do want to say the code, of course, is scrolling below here at the bottom of the screen. You guys can see it right down there. Saturday's code is CU26. CU26. So CU26, that's your code. Make sure, again, you're not going to get disqualified if you don't do this, but we ideally want you to flip your card over, write that on the back. On the top, you can write Franklin or Broodstock, that little top marquee space there on your identifier. You can write Franklin or Broodstock, oil region, whatever you want to write there. You're basically just trying to describe what event this is for. And then the next spot, the middle main portion of your identifiers for the code, CU26. So as long as you got that code on there, you're not going to get penalized or disqualified. CU26. But some people don't realize that the top is for the location. Hang on, I got Jake calling me. Let me see what he needs. You there, Jake?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah, I'm live, man. What's up? Okay. All right, now he's off. Well, anyway, so that's the code for tomorrow. Flip it over. On the back side, it says day 2. There's a Dark Horse Tackle logo there. That's how you know that it's day 2 side, plus it says day 2. So that's day 2. And it's the Dark Horse Tackle logo because, of course, on day 2, we find out who the day 2 Dark Horse is. And could there be a Dark Horse? And trust me, there's going to need to be a serious, strong, thoroughbred Dark Horse to chase down our leader, Mr. Alex Miller, which, again, I haven't looked at the standings in a while here, which we're going to pull them up live right now together so we can go through what happened. And he was in the lead by a lot, and he got out to a hot start right from the get-go. So he's a fast starter. He's not a mutter. It's a clear, sunny day, so I don't know if he's a mutter racehorse. I don't know about that. He was a fast starter here. Let's see. Actually, let me go to a different tab. Share this one. Let's just check out these standings. So Alex Miller still in the lead at 102 inches. Hey, if nothing else, he's got a century belt. He knows that much. So if we're going to have a day 2 Dark Horse, anybody will be the day 2 Dark Horse if they chase this guy down. 102 inches is just incredible. And it shows this area off. It shows what the potential is in this area. Alex is a local, somewhat local. I don't know exactly how local he is. Maybe 45 minutes away, hour away, but fairly local. He can probably answer that. If he'll chime in here if he's listening live with these comments. But I can't see the comments. I'm looking at the screen right now. But every one of his fish is over 20 inches. So let's take a look at his big fish here. It might still be holding on to the big fish of the tournament. We need to rotate this picture. But you can see there, that is just a mega smallmouth. Look, 21 1/4. Just, we got to see if he weighed these fish too. I'm just curious how much weight he caught too. Unbelievable. I mean, it's worth looking at these fish. I know I've got some pretty slow Wi-Fi here, but these are just ginormous smallmouth bass. He obviously knew what was going on. They happened all quickly within the first, I think, 30, 45 minutes. He was already up to 98. So if you weren't paying attention to the live leaderboard, I checked it out 30, 40 minutes into the tournament, and he had 98. I was like, is this a typo? What is going on here? Unbelievable. So, and as you guys see, later in the day, you can see Russ is in second there with 91.5. Colton Hutchinson, another local to this area up there over 90. So you guys started to continue to catch up to him and make up some ground here. But these are just just unbelievable smallmouth bass. And that's what this area is. Look how fat this thing is, how tall that is. Unbelievable. So let's look at Russ's big fish here. A beautiful 20-incher. So that's another just giant there. Look at that. We need to flip these photos around. Sorry, guys. We'll get that done. Colton's got a 20. He's several 20s on the board. We knew this area had potential to hit the, anywhere in like 93, 94 and up, up to like 100 we thought would win this thing. I think most people did. I don't know if we expected it to be 102 this quick, but that's awesome. Josh Brewer right there, 4th place. Rounding out Bill Durborough, 5th place. Josh has one almost 20 inches too, 1975. Josh has been on a tear, guys. I mean, he is really on a tear. Look at that. That's a good kayak fish. Long, skinny, just kayak fish. Previous winner there from PA. So, yeah, what a tear. Bill Durborough, always a hammer in Pennsylvania. Jody Queen, always a hammer anywhere. 6th place. John Klein sitting in 7th place here in Pennsylvania as well. Knows how to catch them. Ryan Van Tyne, another guy here that's not too far away. Got some solid base there. Pretty much everything except for that one fish is 16 and up. So he just needs to find some kickers tomorrow. He's got a good base to work with. Tim Sabella, 9th place. Chad Claypool in 10th place. Abby and Chris Clunk rounding out the top 12 there. So you guys can stroll, look at those a little bit more. I'm going to look at the team division now. Let's go check out the team and see what the team's looking like. So find your own fish. Alex Miller and Lynn Yester. They're in 1st place with, Alex is 102 inches, going a long way on that team for sure. Lynn is happy to be connected to you, Alex, to Alex right now. So 175 3/4. Snyders and Baker sitting there with a chance to win the team of the year. 166 3/4. So, and then Miller Tech KBF, your team kayak series champions. Angler team of the year, I should say. Jody and Abby. Fishing is Stupid. It's Bill Durborough and Russell Johnson. 4th place and 5th place is the Creek Crawlers, also in the hunt there for that team of the year. Brian Slayton and Ryan Parker. So it's going to come down to the wire and that as well. Speaking of which, guys, on the submitting here, we do have the micro bag working. For some reason, it started on the 13th. The date was just put in there wrong. So it should work now. If you have micro bag fish, you could submit them. And then you guys did a pretty good job. I mean, I didn't hear anything from our judges about the, mouths being open or a lot of mouths being open and things like that. You guys did a really good job out there today. So really, really proud of you guys for that all year long. You've done a great job. And again, CU26, CN26 is the code. Tomorrow we are going to, there's 2 things I want to mention real quick before you wrap this up. This is just a short recap we always do. One, don't forget you've got, your lines out obviously is well, here, let's just go to the website. I don't want to mess this up. Just go over your times one last time with you guys. Share the screen here. Go to your website, which has all your official times. So we've already done all this fun stuff, and now we're down to, speaking of which, you can still submit photos for another 15 minutes. So who knows? Somebody still might have a photo to submit. Day 2, your launch is 6:30 a.m. So you can launch then, and then you got 15 minutes to get where you need to get, and then lines in is 6:45 a.m. Lines out is 3 p.m. Fish photo deadline is 4:15 p.m. So that's what's going on there. You've got the closing ceremony festival, the inflatables, the all the games and stuff's happening. We have a pet fest going on as well. That's all happening there. 3:30 to 5. The pet fest is actually a little bit sooner. So if you have kids that want to see the pet fest, that starts at 11 o'clock, 11 or 12 o'clock, and the actual pet show is at 2. But anyway, we get kicked off our stuff, inflatables and all that fun stuff. We'll be there 3:30 to 5:30. Your food will be free. So don't eat. Come hungry. Come back to the theater hungry, because we have food for you right there in the little theater where Jeff Little. I just thought about that. Jeff Little did a seminar in the little theater. Is what it's called. Anyway, this morning, if you guys were there for the Bass U brunch, you walk into the theater on the right hand side. There's a door. That's your VIP room. You guys are all VIPs. This is Broodstock. Everyone gets treated as a VIP. You're gonna have a pizza party in there. Food, drinks. Go in there. Bring your friends and family. You guys can eat some food and relax and get cool off a little bit. And then we'll start those awards, around 6 o'clock. But 3:30 to 5:30, that free food will be there. And then after the awards, we'll have free food right around the corner there. I guess what, 1 or 2 doors down at Benjamin's Roadhouse. So you walk out of the theater, take a right to Benjamin's Roadhouse, and we'll have just an after party with free food there as well. So again, thanks to the Oil Region Alliance for doing that for us. That's been awesome. They've treated us like a championship should be, right? Or like a finale, a grand finale should be. So that's pretty awesome to have all that free food. And then what's the other thing I was going to say? Oh, the main thing I was going to get to here, guys, is stop sharing the screen so I can see you here. The main thing is we have 3 kayak raffles, and I sent you guys all an email with a link to prepay for the raffle tickets. So if you pay for, $40 worth of raffle tickets, you show up, we're going to give you 10 raffle tickets. It's $5 for 1 raffle ticket, or you can buy 5 raffle tickets for $20, or we do the new one now. It's $100, get you 30 raffle tickets, so 5 extra. And we have 3 kayaks: a Wilderness Systems Attack, that Feel Free Moken, which is in the autism colors, is pretty cool. And then what's the other one? The Old Town from Texas, that we just didn't have, great turnout there in conjunction with the Bassmaster Classic. I think Jason Isaacs, Tim, a few other people. I can't remember who else was it. Maybe Jolly. I can't remember who all. A few guys did pitch into that raffle, but it was only like a couple $100, maybe at most. So we all agreed it would make more sense, because it's probably $1,500 kayak, to not raffle it off there, bring it to Broodstock. Let's raise more money for autism to the Autism Anglers Organization, and raffle all 3 of them off at Broodstock. So come ready to win a kayak and bring a kayak back. Do you guys have any questions? Anyone in the comments, any questions with anything out there that I can't think of right now that maybe you guys have? So shoot them in the comments now before I go off the live. But yeah, guys, it was a great day. Alex, amazing job out there, just crushing big smallmouth. Still a lot to fight for. The Angler of the Year, the Team of the Year. You could still potentially get up to Alex's total and passive. We just don't know. Obviously, those fish live here, so it looks like he's got it in the bag. But that's how a lot of sports work. It looks like that, and doesn't always end up that way. So we'll cut that leaderboard off probably 2-3 hours from the end of the tournament. So it will go dark, and we'll bring you guys on that stage in random order, and someone will take the kayak cushion hot seat, and then we'll crown a winner. So I just can't thank you guys enough for taking your time out and coming to these events this year. We'll do a big whole recap live. Jake and I will after all this. But I did want to say thanks to you guys, and thanks to all the support from the sponsors and everyone. It's been incredible the entire year. It's just been amazing that you guys all believe in this series, and clearly you're out there catching big fish. We've never had a tournament one with less than 90 inches. Never. We've always been to these places that, in our format and the way we do it, it really just allows for some big fish catches. So, and even the 90-inch tournament was Ryan Parker on a flooded Susquehanna River up in Towanda. So generally we're up over that, and today we're way over that. You guys already have a great head start. Everybody in that top, 10, 15, you're well on your way to 90, and 95 inches, something like that. So let's see how high we can get it. And you guys just keep rocking and rolling. If you have any questions, you got my number. You guys just on the email, you got my number. So text me, call me. Better to get it figured out now than wait. So happy to help with anything. Hope you guys are off the water and safe. It's pretty much dark now. So that's it. We'll see you tomorrow back at the event. Be ready to have some fun and food. See ya.